Everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing the new moon in Aries for the sign of Sagittarius. That's Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. So this new moon marks the end of the Pisces new moon period, and also the beginning of spring, more or less. This new moon is a time to commit to your personal goals that express positive energies. Like the ram is about time to take some action. That's what Aries is do. They just boom, let's take some action. Let's try something new. Let's be innovative, and just move forward with gusto and the whole bit, right? So with that said, how is this going to fit in with this reading I have for Sagittarius? So those who do follow me, I always start with the chakra card. And the chakra card, what I find, let's do it like this. Okay, very interesting is I got the crown chakra, the I am presence. Now, most of the readings have been coming up with this crown chakra. I don't know if it's just the times. It's like we all need to tap into our higher consciousness. And pulling this card, which is the crown chakra. So we look at the crown chakra, we think about our spiritual connection, peace, clarity, our connection to source, God, angels, your ancestors, how you perceive that to be, or whatever you perceive that to be. Divine knowledge and wisdom, our oneness, our wholeness, and basically how we can align with our spiritual values and how we obtain that connection with the I am presence, that God presence, the God source. God is all knowing, all loving connectiveness that we all have, and our divine wisdom, knowledge, and these things that pertain to this particular chakra. Now, if you're into meditation, I would suggest maybe getting a selenite crystal. You can maybe hold this and do your meditation, or you can focus on the white light. Now, people meditate differently. I have a friend, she loves to do yoga. That's a moving meditation. Whereas I know some people just want to exercise and focus on your breathing. Clear channel. Or how do you get to that clear channel? So pulling this particular chakra, the I am presence, if we think about the crown chakra, you think about things you might say, like, that's the spirit, right? God willing, or God willing the creek don't rise. Look at the bigger picture, believe in me, you've got this, or, keep the faith. These are all things that connect us, or things we say unconsciously that really stimulate this particular chakra. So with that, pulling this particular card, I say that you are connecting to your I am presence on a deeper level. Or if you're not, this is a good time. This is a good time to do that. Also, just connecting to that all-loving, knowing wisdom and how it resonates pure love and the healing energy. This is like that angelic and divine aspect of your soul. This is tapping, it's all in you. It's just tapping to what's in you and not being distracted. How do you remove the distraction so you can center on that particular energy, which is quite healing? So if you've been feeling lost or lack of direction, the I am presence holds the answer to your question and is offering you divine guidance, loud and clear. So trust yourself on a deeper level, be guided, take some time to strengthen and deepen your connection by, like I said, you can meditate, you can write, Do things that allow you to feel in a higher vibration to your soul, because there's abundance and positive energy flowing to you. You just have to allow yourself to be open and be receptive to it. So your hard work will be recognized, because you're gonna feel lighter as you go. You're gonna feel that commitment to that higher state of being. With this Aries new moon moving forward, with everything going on, we all gonna have to connect to our higher selves, or God, angels, ancestors, Muhammad, Buddha, whatever modality or whatever floats your boat. Whatever makes you feel centered or helps you to get centered, this is the time to do it. But also pull in this crown chakra. You have to make sure that foundation is good. So still work the root chakra. So what would that mean? That would mean eating good. So eating like root vegetables and a good source of protein, making sure you get some exercise, proper sleep, proper nourishment, and with this clear, good, clean water. Okay? So I'm going to put this here, because this is this I am presence, this crown chakra is what's, there's a little glare there. I'm trying to get rid of it. There it goes. This is the source of this reading for this new moon in Aries, to initiate a better connection with yourself. Now, I pulled 4 cards, and I have to say, Sag, all the readings I've done this far, Spirit's been pulling more cards. I've been trying to get one of each. You're the first one. I got one of each. And the first card is White Sage, and it's about clear the way. And what I like about this particular card, if you notice, it has every element. It reminds me of the World card, because it's saying you have every element in your toolbox to obtain that connection with the I am presence, your higher self, your God source. But White Sage is used by a lot of cultures, and whether you think of these energies as your own or not, sage can help you make peace, or help you make your peace and move on. Sage is sacred because it clears the way, creating a blank canvas and open a path, allowing opportunity to reach your full potential. Sage appearance here tells you that a block needs to be cleared, whether you can name it or not, so that you can move forward. So if you have some sage, you should maybe sage your house. Or you can, if you have some sage leaves, just put them in a little tray and just burn the leaves. It clears the air. It clears the way. And smudging, it's like using that smoke. You can use sage, there's cedar, there's Palo Santo, there's sweetgrass, and there's other plants that are used by different cultures, but these plants are used as a blessing to clear negative energy. So it does for your energy field what's hitting the reset button, like on your computer. That's basically what sage does. It sets the reset button. And it is believed that burning this plant releases its spirit, so it can assist you in keeping the air clear of emotions and any form of illnesses. Modern science shows that sage smoke contains volatile compounds that kills airborne bacteria, and so the ancient and modern align. Even if you smudged a zillion times before, smudging regularly, you can use white sage or culinary sage, which both Celtic and Middle Eastern cultures have used for this purpose. And some cultures, like Asian Indians from India, like you walk in their house, they always have the incense burning because it like clears if you're bringing energy in the house. It's like taking your shoes off at the door. It's to have that type of effect. So you could do simple smudging. That's a suggestion. But the reflection here, or the question you should be asking yourself, are you willing to release without analyzing? Are you willing to release things that may be on your mind, keeping you ill, keeping you distracted, and keeping you from that I am presence? This is a question each one of us should ask ourselves at one time or another, or when we're taking our inventory. But this is what Sage is asking you to do. Release. In contrast to traditional healings and shamanic practices, offer release without consciousness, cognitive awareness. When you smudge, you're taking advantage of the latter, letting the smoke lift away whatever isn't serving your path in life. So I'm going to ask you again, are you willing to release without analyzing? And even if you're into meditation, even like if you like to sit in quiet, if you don't want to, like if you're going to sage or just have some sage leaves, let that burn while you're meditating. You know, that's smoke. You know, besides clearing the air and everything. It's just a suggestion. Now, what I have pulled here is the Empress, the Rose. And you're being encouraged here to be vulnerable yet strong, nurture love and compassion, see beauty and abundance in every stage of your life. This is about really healing the heart. Healing the heart heals the world. Learn to be vulnerable yet strong, like the delicate petals of a rose. Embody the bold, vibrant ways. Let creativity, abundance flourish around and within you. As parts of the rose contain medicine, every stage of your life finds passionate expression. So you're being encouraged to create, to make, to love, to play. It is fertile time. New beginnings, new moon, new beginnings. And you know, that's what this Empress is all about. Ideas germinating. So if you're in meditation or in prayer or however you tap into that I am presence, what type of downloads or what type of messages or spirit is spirit giving you that you want to create or move forward on? This also is about physical connection and good health. At this new moon, this time to take action, try something new, try something innovative, and move on it with gusto. You know, this is a good time to reevaluate your relationship with yourself. Because Aries energy, we have a chance to make important changes in our lives. This is the time to make some solid yet realistic plans. And you can reap the rewards for the new beginnings or the actions that you take now. This is a new opportunity to just move forward. Whether you're acting on a constructive or whether you might be considered acting on a constructive impulse and following a hunch or taking a risk, Aries learns through experience and action. So this is a time to use that energy and implement any type of change you want. Now, the Empress herself is intuitive. And if you're in touch with that I am present, you're going to get those intuitive downloads, those impressions. You just have to clear the way. So you're being encouraged here to clear the way so that you can get those messages. You can get, now when I really look at this, like I talk about burning the sage, but like even if you have rose petals or have some scents, maybe you can stick the rose petals in your pillow while you sleep, because we do get messages when we sleep. You know, how many people talk about, I had a dream about fish, somebody pregnant. I'm just saying, you know. All of us have experienced things like this. If we haven't done it, we know of someone who has experienced these types of things. So you're being encouraged here to clear the path and sharpen your intuition, because the sharper your intuition, that means the closer you are to that I am presence. Now I pulled a crystal, and what I think is interesting, because you got the Empress is the rose, you got the rose quartz, and the rose quartz is about unconditional love. You are a beautiful soul who has infinite peace deep within and enormous empathy. And to have that means you're tapping into that I am presence. And so with this, you're being encouraged to forgive yourself. Love and beauty approach. Loneliness is at an end. Emotional blockage just dissolve. Do not accept blame. Recognize that unconditional love and friendship draw exactly the right people to you. Once you love yourself, you can give and receive love from others. Support is around you. Unconditional love is the greatest gift. And this, if you're working, like I said, that root chakra, and you're moving up, it's opening up your heart chakra. If you're opening up your heart chakra, you're even being more receptive to the things that are coming towards you. And we also stated that this moon is, the beginning of springtime. And so I pulled a tree card. It's the cherry tree. It's about vulnerability. And it says, every spring is a new beginning, bearing a multitude of budding possibilities. So what types of possibilities, Sag, do you want? What type of things do you want to create? What types of things are you willing to experience? This is also a time where we might also find ways to learn how to rely on ourselves for happiness, and that opening up your heart is going to radiate, because you're already that happiness within. The happiness because you are in touch with that I am presence. And this cherry tree, talking about vulnerability, this is about grace and beauty. Cherries are only in season for a short time. So change, preparation, and making the most of your time is what we're going to do at this new moon. Because we have this new moon to the next new moon to initiate this, so we can have the ripple effect of going forward. Every new moon is a new start. And what I'm seeing a trend here with most of the readings I have pulled the crown chakra. So we're all going to have to take a look at what we believe. Do we really believe it? Are we willing to be vulnerable and open and receptive to the messages of the universe? And you're being encouraged here. Every springtime is a new beginning. So you have a bunch of possibilities, Sag, that are just for you. Now, I know that everyone is feeling a certain type of way, and I'm starting to see where we're all going to have to control our thoughts. And I encourage you, even if you don't use the sage or use the rose, the scent of a rose, take that quiet time and focus on that I am presence. If these things don't necessarily appeal to you, just breathe. Take some time and take some clearing breaths and breathe. So Sag, this is your springtime Aries moon, new moon reading. Please let me know what you think. Feel free to leave a comment. Like, share, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.